The history of the 101st Airborne Division, also known as the Screaming Eagles, began on the 16th of August 1942 at Camp Claiborne, Louisiana. Its first commander, General William C. Lee, observed that the 101st has no history, but has a rendezvous with destiny. Time after time again, the 101st has kept that rendezvous, and in so doing acquired a proud history. 101st moved to Fort Bragg, North Carolina for training and successfully demonstrated its readiness during the Tennessee maneuvers of 1943. Embarking from Camp Shanks, New York, in September, the 101st continued training in England until D-Day, June 6, 1944, when its pathfinders became the first Americans to set foot on occupied France.
Following that, the Screaming Eagles parachuted into Normandy and cleared the way for the 1st and 4th Infantry Divisions at Omaha and Utah beaches. After 33 days of continuous fighting, including a bitter battle from the town of Corentin, the 101st Airborne returned to England to prepare for future airborne operations. On September 17, 1944, the 101st Airborne jumped into Holland during the Operation Market Garden, holding a narrow corridor 16 miles long through enemy territory from Eindhoven. The division fought against heavy odds for 10 days. They then continued their role of liberation of Holland, spending a total of 72 days in combat.
November of 1944, the 101st returned to France for some well-deserved rest, only to be called to action again in the Battle of the Bulge. While defending the critical transportation hub of Bastogne, Belgium, the 101st was surrounded by advancing enemy forces who demanded immediate surrender. The acting division commander, Brigadier General Anthony C. McAleef, made history of his classic reply, "Nuts!" The siege was broken on December 26, 1944, but the fighting continued until January 18, 1945.
After moving through Alsace and the Ruhr Valley, the 101st captured Hitler's mountain retreat at Berchtesgaden. On November 30th, 1945, 8 months after German surrender, the Screaming Eagles were inactivated.
The end of World War II marked the beginning of an intermittent existence for the 101st. Several inactivations occurred during the next 2 decades. Official reactivation ceremonies were held on September 21, 1956, making the 101st the Army's first pentatonic division and part of the United States Strategic Response Force.